sister, family, boy, friends, all my bills paid. A nigga still need more ends. We say fuck a nigga. It look like we need more friends. Blame me for participation, it come from both ends. Garfield niggas only in for their own health. You got it on your own, but watch out for their wrong step. Keep asking for the shit, nigga get the wrong help. The recovery process can make you take the wrong left. All that shit held in, I hope you got some long breath. Admitting to your wrongs like you wrong, that's a strong step. I'm hanging on with all my might, from my life a strong belt. Pistol in my face, but I can tell you how the chrome felt. And through the storm and through the weather and even through the rain, I don't think they understand the underdog thing. And through the struggle and through the hate and overcoming pain, there's a blessing at the end of your tunnel, man.
From my heart to my back, I can feel the pain. Nobody really trying to help, the game remain the same. Too much pain, too much pain. From my heart to my back, I can feel the pain. Nobody really trying to help, the game remain the same. Too much pain, too much pain.
Now we living in the ghetto, riding metros, hanging on shaky life, walking on jello. I used to want to be the one to say hello. See it ever make a real friend, nigga, hell no. I feel like I was better off mellow. Then I went and lost my cousin, baby, where the kill go. I tried fast, but I had to learn to sell slow. You need your job and took the rap, the home where your bills go. And everything is just seeming like a mystery. It fish you off every time thinking about your history. We was cool, now you wanna throw your fist at me. All this because your girlfriend blew a kiss at me. Now you dissing me, I'm wishing you'd really stop motherfucking pissing me. Cause you don't want the recipe. You don't even wanna try to bring out the best of me. Cause I'm the real deal and I don't even need pedigree for real.
From my heart to my back, I can feel the pain. Nobody really trying to help, the game was made to pain. Too much pain, too much pain. From my heart to my back, I can feel the pain. Nobody really trying to help, the game was made to pain. Too much pain, too much pain.
Now it's a hair-thin line between love and hate. And it's about the same distance between real and fake. Now the fake love that you thought was so real can leave you living with hate that you thought you could never feel. Leave you having to deal with emotions you ain't never felt. Too hard to bluff, but you can't hold from the hand you dealt. Heart in my back pocket, trusting nothing but God in my gut. Now relationships, you really conversation for a nut. Now 8 years down the drain, thought I would get my everything. While the drain of everything, and walked away without a thing. Except for one thing that God gave me to remind me. Part of growth and development, leaving some things behind me. Whatever time I got left is invested to make it sure before I leave my 3 C's of debt stress free. Yeah, I done walked in the sun, so I appreciate the rain. Cherish every battle scar, why I survived the pain.
From my heart to my back, I can feel the pain. Nobody really trying to help, the game was made to pain. Too much pain, too much pain. From my heart to my back, I can feel the pain. Nobody really trying to help, the game was made to pain. Too much pain, too much pain.
What's up? What's up? What's up? Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? Now, if y'all can hear me, we're going to have a good show. If y'all can hear me, thumbs up. What's up, Eric? First one in the building. Appreciate it. You already know. I'm not showing, once again, I'm just going to keep it moving, right? But once again, I don't see nobody in the chat. I didn't even see you come in the chat. But if you can hear my voice, the show will go on. It will go on. I took another rap today thinking that it was a system or, the connection. I don't know what's going on. But as you can see, before anything else happens, let me just get a thumbs up if you can hear me. If not, okay, cool. So, it's a lot of things going on. Like right now, I can't Throw that deuce out, man. I'm back. I'm back. I see it fell off for a minute, but can y'all hear me now? You know, we're going to have to go through the rough times, man, until we get this algorithm back straight. Like, everybody want to hear real conversation. We ain't got time to shoot the crap. Uh, am I sound back on? Okay, cool. So, what I've noticed, and I'm taking a long way home. You know, ain't no toll road, ain't nothing. So I really be doing. I got things to do, but I will hit that highway to get this message out. Y'all hit that like button. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Appreciate everybody that's trying to come on. I'm getting messages talking about. You know, it's just more to the. You know, I ain't gonna say who's doing what. But yeah, they playing games with the real conversation. They'll let people just rat on for hours, you know, talking about whatever they talk about, entertainment, right? But I don't know if y'all have heard or do y'all even care. What is actually going on around this world, right? So the thing is, I'm just trying to slow down and get it all in. The thing is, they don't want the real stories to come out. See, they thinking a lot of people is about, I would say, entertainment. But I don't know what you're gonna do with that entertainment and you ain't got no what. So that's another thing. What are you gonna do when you can't get on social media? When Hollywood is over with? When no more TVs? Have y'all planned life after social media? After this era of not having nothing in your conscious mind that you need to be doing because lights are out? What you need to be doing because now it's time to survive for real, for real. Don't talk about it, be about it. Uh, are y'all ready for that? Because I see the whole world is about entertainment. Not all of them, but they want to get their message out like I want to get my message out. But what are you talking about? That's my point. What are you talking about? So I haven't, I've been at JOB. You know, I work for a living. You know what I'm saying? I'm one of them fortunate people who has to go to JOB every day. You know, boo-hoo me. You know what I'm saying? But hey, and I'm paying my dues. That's paying your dues for the life not begging on the internet, for the life of chain like a class clown. You know, I think it's a lot of people just falling in the way of nobody want to hear no positive conversation. And I got a problem with that because we need positive conversation instead of who shot Johns. We need more of that. You know what I'm saying? But I want to bring about the information I found out about New York. New York is coming up, and it's been seen as of today. It's packages that's locked and secure. You see the thumbnail? They're locked at a particular destination, and the police are already investigating. But it's some kind of bag or something like that inside of these things. What is they need help with trash? You know what I'm saying? Look that up. Do your research after the show, right? But they finding undescribed shopping carts, and there's a lock on it where you can't get inside of it in different locations in New York. But you know, New York had that scares attack about pesticides and stuff like that. They spraying on the citizens, and they did the end of the world type conversation. They did a news announcement for that. So it's a lot going on in New York. But my thing is, how many people over the YouTube channels are talking about that? You know what I'm saying? Like, really, what's going on? It's pretty quiet out there. Only thing we really can talk about is Israel and Ukraine and what else? The weather. The way the world is right now, they still have Pet of the Week still showing on news like that. Let me say it like this: Ray didn't get shot down the street. They make it a norm for body counts to come up on the news, and they do their investigation. But you already know if it's something of the high class wealthiness, guess what they're gonna do? Sweep it up under the rug, right? Like you would think the Osteen thing should still be trying to figure out how he got killed in the feds. Or did that really happen? You know what I'm saying? Did that really happen? I don't know. You know, I probably be thinking too much into it. But I know everybody is thinking that but can't say it because they don't have a platform. But this is a platform y'all can have y'all ideas and y'all conversation and won't be ridiculed. As long as it be respectful, hey man, we're gonna keep rocking. Because they don't want certain people on this internet. They want the clucks. Because the clucks don't be talking about nothing, but got your attention. Keeping you away from everything that's actually going on in society. Like we ain't in, you know, hard times right now. There's a lot of people, man, that try to figure out where they get the next meal, but I see the government keep advertising, and y'all see it on YouTube and certain other streaming apps that they would give you a subsidy loan or something like that for $6,400. You know, the government quote unquote owe you. No, you owe yourself. Now, it has been in the rap song like Lil Durk and what's that, J. Cole talking about substance that what is that? I didn't even get that that little loan the government gave you at the right time during the pandemic. You know, stimulus check, stuff like that. It came in the right moment. See, everything is pre-orchestrated to keep you comfortable and not get you too mad, but they still effing you. They still got their foot on your neck. You still, quote unquote, man, who don't want no free money, man? You know what I'm saying? But what do you pay? What is the cost to that? To stay asleep, never say nothing, always feeling like everything gonna be all right? No, we in bad times. Everything ain't gonna be all right. And I know sometimes, like I said before, you need laughter because this stuff out here is wicked. I went on, I think it was a whole day, 2 days, maybe 2 days, and trying to get on this goddamn YouTube. It seemed like it could be my travel. But man, people were saying they was trying to jump on and it was kicking them right off. You know, is the internet going down and ain't nobody told us? You know what I'm saying? And that's my thing. What would you do if you didn't have the internet? Because in New York, they got packages coming just mysteriously appearing just like the bricks in Ferguson. Like, so is that an inside job? You already know who's who, right? You already knows who's who. And that's why I say on a day-to-day basis, man, if you ain't stacking up and you worried about taking a goddamn trip, you need to pause for a minute. You need to pause for a minute and really see if the weather's good or if the situation over there where you trying to take your vacation is good. Because what is that? In Mexico, that tornado just hit down. What was that, this weekend? But it was a tourist spot in Mexico. Did y'all hear about that? So everybody want to take a vacation like you got your house in order. Okay, I understand. You need to relax sometimes, and you know, at the end of the day, you don't need to be stressed out, but don't make sure you do all the checks before you go. That's all I'm saying. And I know y'all pretty smart, so y'all gonna do that regardless. But before you take the next vacation, don't take a vacation in tornado season. You know what I'm saying? Use your head for more than a hat rack. Because a lot of people just going with the flow and the waves. Going with the flow and the waves. And I have noticed a lot of things. Say for instance, once again, my boy is on here, Scott. But housing prices is going down. That's a good thing, right? They overbuilt these houses and stuff like that. Man, if you get into that game, you see it's a monopoly. Now in Florida, they trying to take all their houses and sell them or demolish them, even without making any kind of, you know, return on them. They taking it as a loss, a write-off. And then the first time home ownership is not so much first time because, man, the interest rate is so bad on that. Old Bear got up in here. Evening to you, Bear. You and Scott, man, and the people. Look, I don't care if you get the information, just hit the like button, man. Just show a little bit of respect. You know what I'm saying? If this is your first time on the show, I'm not gonna hold you accountable, but you can talk in the chat over here. It's grown folks over here though. You know, I know a lot of people get them views and likes because they act like kids, and kids like that drama. You know what I'm saying? That's why hip hop is so big right now, and drill music is so big. They like that. But they ain't gonna understand if they move out their mama house or their daddy house or their granny house how life really is until they get out there. So, you know, they gamers and stuff like that thinking everything is sweet. Everything ain't sweet out here. And when you get in grown folks' shoes, you understand it's hard out here right now. And a lot of people is doing bad. The only reason they doing bad because they sitting on their butt and they basically gave up on themselves. Appreciate you, Dolly. Hit that like button, y'all. Hit that like button. And I appreciate my members, man. I sure do appreciate y'all. You know, I appreciate how y'all share my content. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, real got to be put out there. Everybody is not a club. Everybody is not doing this for entertainment. We have a message purpose. But I'm going to tell y'all one thing. The risk that I'm taking doing this, a lot of people who I used to watch back in the day for some insight, I don't even see them on YouTube no more. I'm just saying. So while y'all thinking that it's a game to get on here and talk to y'all and do what we do, man, it's always a risk. So you can't touch on everything. And I just want people to, I'm just trying to tell you things to make you think. Every day ain't no fun day. Every day is not, ha ha, he. Boy, you told him. Girl, you told her. No. Tell us something that's going to elevate us mentally. Other than this ain't got nothing to do with nothing, but I'm going to say this. A lot of people, even the stock market people, they are digressing on talking about investing in stocks. What's that about? I used to think them stock market people ain't get the memo. The memo is all this stuff is about to go down. So get your cabbage while you can and stack up what you can. You know? You know what? And I said this before. And I'm going to say a lot of things I said before to make sure, you know, retention. I say something 10 times or better, then y'all might get the message. Some people are smarter and get it early, right? But if you ain't stacking up on your food and you ain't got a generator, you're in violation. If you haven't learned how to cook from the outside, you're in violation. You ain't got a pit. Let me say it like that. I ain't talking about even a campfire. Play around with a campfire or something. Learn how to, if your matches and stuff like that, you ain't got no matches, well, how can you start a fire? Invest in yourself other than spending all day watching clucks on YouTube. Watching who's going to be the next one to disrespect somebody they'll never meet. And when they meet, you see when these guys meet, right? And these females meet, some about that life, some about handshakes and smiles. And then they tell each other, oh, man, you already know it's tubing. It's YouTube, man. It's entertainment, man. It's entertainment. But it's going to be some days that somebody going to be very amazed how they get hit in the mouth. I'm just saying, though. I'm just saying. Oh, yeah. Picked up that wood-burning stove with a flat... I'm reading and driving. Picked up a wood-burning stove with a flat top cooker. That's a good thing. And one of my homeboys showed me this tent that you can buy off of Amazon, you know, and it got a heating element in it. And I think you can cook on that, but it's a tent for the winter. You know what I'm saying? That's a good investment. Make sure you got your propane and butane tanks. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's so much that you need to prepare for, but you don't want to Can you over-prepare is my question. Can you over-prepare? Can you, I can see people being a hoarder, just getting everything just like it's the end of the world, but you got to be ready to have that EDC bag. everyday carry. There's only so much. If you got to move locations, I'm telling you this because that New York thing, they keep giving you signs that something's going on. They keep giving you signs that something's going on. It's too quiet, and the only thing they talking about in the government is what? Politics. The politics don't mean nothing to us because it don't pertain to us. It's just another rules and regulations that they want grown folks to follow. Like they our parents or something. I thought we elected them. I don't even think, money talk, bull crap walk is what they say. Why would it be so easy to say deplorables? Why would it be so easy to say, like Biden said, you ain't black if you ain't voted for me? Man, who back in the day when we was growing up, would they have Jimmy Carter, Reagan would have ever said that on national TV? They done lost all respect for all humankind. They thinking they're elite. That's why they keep playing with my channel. I ain't talking that hoorah stuff. I'm talking about you better prepare because there's only so much. I ain't promoting no violence, but it's only so much that billions of people should be able to see it ain't going our way no more. When's the last time it ever went our way? If they was able to lock down a whole country over a scare, that showed them everybody ain't got that same heart. We ain't got that means of survival. What them people, what them women and the guys at? Are you teaching how to be a loser to your child and don't even know it? Be passive towards your children? You trying to be their friend instead of their teacher? You letting the school teach them or you teaching them anything? These are questions I ask a lot of grown-ups. We need real men and women out here. Because a lot of guys I see on the goddamn YouTube ain't nothing but talkers. They got their nice suits on and they talking about real estate and not so much real estate, but stocks. They're in a lost state of mind because they trying to keep everything going for the purpose of, that 1%. It ain't never changed, y'all. That 1% is still going to be the 1%. It's like the top of the pyramid. It's very small. It's very small and everything else trickles down. The knowledge that they want to share to us. Life shouldn't be this goddamn difficult. And life is difficult. Some people fell out the race. Look at the hobos. I said that the other day and didn't go through, but being a bum, YouTube that made it okay being a bum. All these people with these platforms never show their face. I don't see how y'all can sit there and watch them. How they living? Or they taking care of themselves? It shouldn't matter, Slug. It shouldn't matter how nobody living. But they sure got a lot of words of advice. And that's the thing I hate the most. People who talk smart but ain't living smart. Ain't living the right way. Anybody can say, you see this? 2 pairs of lips to say anything. I learned that at an early age. People just be talking. But it's crazy because people be listening to these people that shows no face. So if you don't have no face, you ain't got no character. Who are you? I was raised different. I came from a whole different era. And youngsters, I'm trying to tell you, it's a better way than sitting around all day listening to a bunch of clucks. Name calling. Didn't we stop name calling back in elementary? I know you can't get along with everybody, but name calling at your age? Come on, man. Where's grandpa's at? What the hell is that? When we going to hold people accountable instead of listening to somebody try to ridicule because they try to take your position in life? You can't never take a real person's position because they born with it. They ain't taught how to be a leader. It's just in them. Man, I wish I could read them comments, man. Purpose. I hate to touch my phone thinking that it might fall off. I can't see how many likes I got, but it ain't all about the likes and views. I'm just trying to make sure that I'm still connected. The message is getting out. So, even with Halloween last night, you know, memories is one thing, but at the end of the day, it's okay to get trick-or-treat candy and all that, but did you tell your children the downside on that? But you wouldn't want to ruin their night, but the grown-ups should know the downside on that, the paganism, you know what I'm saying, behind that. But it's kind of hard to, something that you was taught as a child, and you don't want the joy that you might have had doing these events and the fun you might have had doing these events. So I don't know if we can all, no, for real though, think about it. Can we ever be truthful with our kids without being a party pooper? When is it time to tell your child, it ain't no Santa, ain't no tooth fairy, it ain't none of that. You know what I'm saying? And would they still be happy? Because it was time for me to tell my children, and it was like, Dad, you used to act like you was Santa. I felt shame because I'm the one working for all this, and another man's getting the credit. Your tooth fall out. Mama telling the kids, tooth fairy gonna come through. Leave you some money, leave your tooth right there. We working hard for this propaganda that we keep on telling every generation, this bull crap. Because we living in a fairy tale now. They go by how much revenue they make every year. Do people still believe? Do people still believe in this American dream? I don't know. No, I don't want to go there. I'm trying to keep my channel up, right? Shit. I'm trying to keep my channel up, man. I'm trying to keep my, that's sad. Because the last time I checked, they say this was America, but we lost a lot of rights. There ain't no freedom of speech. You can't really wake people up like you want to, right? That's what I'm talking about. You know, being a citizen in this world that has no rules, but they own, right? You know, at the end of the day, I'm going to tell you one thing, two things for sure, bro. Sis, I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed because you would think as you get older, you'll start seeing more than what comes on this channel as maturity almost everywhere you go, you know? So you telling me people that work for these departments, let's just say the plumbers, the firefighters, the truck drivers, the list goes on, the electricians, the gas people, they program their minds to think everything is copacetic. They don't have no worries because they get a check every 2 weeks, every week, however. That's when you're supposed to worry. Not worry, because, you know, be concerned. I don't know about y'all where I'm from. I feel an unsettled spirit. I have an unsettled spirit, like what they up to. It ain't like, if you have this feeling, you're on point. I believe. That's my opinion. I believe you're on point. You are on point. Because something's about to, I hate to say it. Too much. You know, the border's been open for how many years? Not to say it's not okay for people to run and find the refuge in another country if your country is all that, right? So bad. But how did your country get bad? Nobody asked her why. Like, what happened? Did somebody... Well, we all know what happened. Corruption, right? We all know what happened. A bunch of corruption. And that's greed. That's a bunch of greed that didn't happen. And it destroys the whole country. I'm just saying, though. And another thing, since I'm talking, you remember back in the day, about 10 years ago, California, the mission test and all that stuff. They still pushing that agenda. But how many jobs is that gonna take away? Here go the do sign. Who's that? I'm gonna let him go. Appreciate. Let me see. See, he ain't cool people. He ride 10 and 2. He ride 10 and 2. He nervous. But a lot of things that I'm trying to really figure it out, man. I thought Texas was, you know what I'm saying, a unique state. But money talk, bull crap walk. You hear me? So a lot of them rich folks, you know, Silicon Valley and all them, they didn't wind up coming. They didn't messed up California for real. Taxed everything. And they coming down here, they going to try to do the same thing in Texas. Now, I thought Texas was built different. That's what I thought. Do it big or go home. Show me state. But now, with the new regime that's going on around here, it's about the money, man. It's about the money, not the people. So, how we had hill countries and stuff like that, you know they only building up on certain parts of Texas, right? Yeah. They only building on certain parts. I'm talking about what they say affordable housing. They had a lot of affordable housing in California, but everything went up so high, people couldn't afford it. It's the same games, man. Y'all come down here. Just shout out to California. Y'all come down here looking for, I don't know, more money, a better way of life because the government is so messed up down here or down there. But y'all try to do the same thing with ours down here. Now, I never thought, you know, back in the day, y'all couldn't get away with it. I know that for sure. But a bunch of money got people turning a blind eye. That's how I know. That's how I know. Look at your city. See how much gentrification that it was going on the minority side. Everybody wanted a piece of the pie, but that land wasn't about nothing back in the day. It makes me go back to that Spike Lee movie. What is that movie, y'all? Do the Right Thing. When that dude said, "Wake up," he yelled it in the movie. But I think, you know, they did a simulation of a zombie apocalypse just this recently. Who comes up with this stuff? What if it's a zombie apocalypse? What are they actually doing? Because we need food to survive, correct? So are they going to be in this one area knocking the food, you know, it's just my opinion, doing something with the food and the water and cause people's brain to spaz out. So that's almost like one day you here, next day you gone type stuff. You wouldn't know. You wouldn't know. You don't know if they already did it to us. How many times you go do a checkup every year? You trusted that doctor, huh? So if we start thinking like that, we'll go crazy. We'll go crazy. You would think somebody, really give a goddamn. But you got to understand everything that played part before that ooh wee came out, where they found that guy who just got a supervisor position come up missing and then found in Atlanta, you know what I'm saying, in the water. Come on, man, we got to think about everything that happened. I know just because they stopped talking about it, that don't mean it's a dead issue for people who just paying attention. Yeah, getting prepared is not as easy as people think. because you got to get prepared mentally also, just not with the items that you might acquire, right? Because you're gonna have to do certain things when stuff happens. Are you prepared for that? Because my thing would be, I hope I never have to do it. You know what I'm saying? But the unthinkable. But you know how people are all on this medication. People do that stuff without thinking. So I'm just telling everybody who ain't never did that, get prepared mentally, because you might have to do that to survive. If you get my drift. Survival is not just having food, having, the right weaponry, having the knowledge of technical skills of just maintaining, knowing how to do things. Can you do that? It's a lot of people, and I'm gonna say, it's a lot of people, and I told these guys before, that's good hunters. Y'all can talk all that mess, but have you ever had to point it at somebody to protect your household? The animals ain't looking at you. You sneaking up on them and, hiding in the brush, or, your little house, tree house, and all that, camouflage. Bruh, what the hell? Let me catch up with this, reading the comments. Hold up. Well, you said it don't work for you, Dolly. I'm going up to your top comment, but you rather $25 or whatever the fact to refill it or whatever. You rather have that than have nothing and just be trying to, figure it out, and you hungry. You know what I'm saying? If you gotta restock, don't get too many. I would say about 4 or 5 of them. Uh, that's really a lot, but then you should be able to do some. I got a space heater and all that, so I use it during the wintertime. So I always just keep it up. Don't get stuff you ain't gonna never use through through the seasons. Let it sit up like you do the MREs. That's like 25 years, 20 years, 25 years. But, what if it's a flood? So all your stuff is going to be a waste. You don't want to get too much stuff, especially if you're in the flood zone or depending on where you're living, because that discourages people when they have to get them weavers out of their food. You know what I'm saying? They just stocked up so much and didn't know how to contain it. Let me say, they didn't know how to preserve it, and they lose all that money on some stuff. Got to throw it away, and then they can discourage you too. So if you are storage and stuff while YouTube is up, see how to do it the right way. Give it more lifespan. Okay. Yeah, as many coaches you can stack up, not as many, right? So now we got to think about stuff that you need, stuff that you think that you need, but make sure your EDC bag is with your essentials. Surviving stuff, tourniquet, water, uh, protein bars. Learn how to, depending on if you got a lot of land, learn how to dig. You know what I'm saying? Put stuff in a container or something. But you'll have these spots. You'll know by the mark that you put it on, in that you came up with, you and your loved ones, where it's at. You know what I'm saying? If you ever had to go back and you had to get out that house where you felt like you was more secure, but something happened and you had to go real quick. You know, people with a lot of land, they got the privilege to do that. You know, set up storage containers, 12 feet up under the ground. Just start working with things just to survive. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad I know kids. We have the truth. Not lying. Then we found out that there was no Santa. I cried and bawled, and most of them felt betrayed. Yes. And them the first persons that lied to you, Dolly, I hate to say, our parents. Some parents don't lie. Some parents and people consider them not worldly, right? All into the festivities of not keeping it real with their kids. And then the first thing the kids say or people say to their kids when they get older, why you lie so much? Well, think about it. Who taught them how to lie? Who taught them how to lie? You was lying because it was cool and calm, but you still lied to your child. The earlier you tell them, the more they realize that you're doing all that. Not no man, not no fairy, not the government. And if the government is doing, well, that's just something you need to work on to get up out that slump. CDC has a section. I'm finna be at a light anyway. CDC has a section that files on the website warning people of what's happening during the zombie apocalypse. The only thing that looks like zombies are the people on fentanyl and contorted. Yeah. And then some people doing YouTube videos showing how, people that's up under the influence. I remember what they had. They had that gator stuff, and it eat your skin up a couple of years ago. That's heavy in Russia. I don't even know why people do drugs like that. You know what I'm saying? But, you can't think of the minds of people that might be going through mishaps. You would think that they handle life different. But I would never understand because I don't quit. You know what I'm saying? I think that's what makes you strong when you don't look at the next person as competition, but you're looking at the next person somewhat you can learn from. You can learn something from everybody. Ain't one teacher. You know what I'm saying? But you got to pick up what you can learn about everybody you meet in your life. You can learn something from them. Even a dope fiend. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you got to find out the story what made a person get like that. If you care to listen. It be certain situations in people's life, it's just too hard. They wasn't built for that. To overcome that. They might have lost a loved one. They might, you know what I'm saying? A spouse might have did something bad and they thought that was their true love and went off on the deep end. A lot of people in the penitentiary, it's for them 3 seconds of making a wrong decision. It alters your life. And then the judge is looking at you like he haven't effed up. So, of course, he's going to judge because that's what he's getting paid to do with no consciousness. A lot of these judges don't realize, man, how hard it is out here because they never had to, they might have had about 30 years ago, 20 years ago, but they ain't had to go through the struggle. A lot of people forget where they come from. A lot of people forget where they come from and they point fingers at everybody that's trying to get up there where they at. And it might have took, like me, it took a couple of years to get where I feel comfortable enough to say, all right, I could tighten this up, check my attitude over here, and I might become a better person for myself. and my family. You know what I'm saying? First, you got to take care of yourself. You can't take care of nobody else until you take care of yourself. Because what is everybody? What do you think? I think everybody somewhat, we'll say it's not so, because we don't want to feel like that, but everybody somewhat is selfish. But everybody want to say it like, man, I give the shirt off my back to my homie. But then your homie call you for some bread and y'all been kicking it for years and you ain't got it. Why? It ain't like you don't want to give it to him, but you just ain't got it. So you got to put yourself in a position to be able to help some people. You can't help everybody. Some people going to have to fly on their own, jump off that cliff and fly on their own. But if you always there to lend a hand, how would they appreciate you? How would they appreciate you if you always there to lend a hand? Now, I can give you some advice, but I can't help everybody, and I know that. So I don't go off acting like I'm big and bad, like it all the money. Because I can't help everybody. Some people want to act like, man, they got that bread. Well, it's just like, I said it the other day, Rock, all these Hollywood stars, they got millions of dollars, and they do it where they can get the refund for doing charity work, tax write-off. Learn the game. Don't be lazy. Save them receipts. Everything that you do on your personal time, turn it into money. It was a business dinner. But who got time to do that? That's laziness on our part. If you're not doing it, then it's lazy. There's a lot of people that do it, and they better off getting some of their return back. I'm going to catch them comments in a minute. I don't know if I told y'all, because I'm trying to think what was able to be heard when people haven't really went over there to see it. So I felt like it's a lot of content. I think that's part of they trying to discourage me, right? Wasted energy, wasted time. But I told them I don't quit. I might get tired. I know Kevin Gates say he don't get tired. I get tired. I don't know now a human being. I bet he rests. I bet he go to sleep. Brother, no. The minute my brother knows it. I'm going to read that so I don't want to misquote it, what you wrote about your brother-in-law. Unalive. I definitely got to read that because you be talking that talk. And it's so crazy because it's just a speck of us that's on that level of understanding where you see the games these grown folks are playing and the youngsters don't have no chance. Because like I always say, what's real is fake. And what fake is real. And that's how the government wanted that. That's how the universe wanted that to be portrayed like that. That's why it's so much confusion with sexuality and everything else. Nobody gonna stand firm because why? They politically made it not okay, to be honest. So what do people do? They both the way. It's one thing staying out the way, but you gotta stay in the way though. That concept right there over a lot of people's head. A lot of people think they got the understanding of the gift to gab. But when you're gabbing, think about if you got $1 million words, why would you use it just to gab and teach somebody something? I know I'm still taking lessons. I'm not perfect. And a lot of people that isn't perfect think they perfect. See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? A lot of people that isn't perfect really think they ain't got no flaws. That's what's wrong with the world. What they say, you can't tell nobody nothing. That's the problem. That's a problem. And a lot of people getting played on over the gift to conversate. Over somebody can talk louder than you, faster than you, more have a different conversation level, right? But they don't make them smarter than you because at the end of the day, having common sense is way over education. That's my opinion. If you got common sense, say for instance, some people so goddamn smart, they'll walk straight across the street because they got the sign that says walk. That's not okay to walk because everybody don't follow signs. Have common sense as you walk through this land that we are in right now, where people don't really follow no rules. And then all these people getting hit by cars and, all that. Stop thinking just because they gave you a bike lane that you safe in that bike lane. You got to keep your head on the swivel, man. Don't get too comfortable thinking that rules and regulations people follow. The government don't even follow their own rules. Yeah, so when this live is over with, I give y'all some homework. Go check out packages they finding in New York, and police are investigating, and see if it's on your local channel or people talking about things that really matter other than weather, the war in Israel, Ukraine. I've been seeing the news for a while. I stay on the news, right? But I haven't seen nothing. It must be the channel I'm on, but they ain't talking about no stock market like they used to. The Dow Jones. Because people ain't invested, I think. I think people are not invested in that bull crap no more. It's just my opinion. All right, let me catch up. Let me go down. All right, truth. See, yeah. Man, my brother-in-law said that he would. Yeah, that's the facts. But that movie Purge should have showed you that when them people was all in that goddamn room and they wound up, it's a whole family. Then envy came out, and then, you know, you looked at my girl over the smallest things. They need a reason because they never liked you. So that's another telltale. Don't get too close to people, especially right now. Making new friends is not a smart thing. You know what I'm saying? Getting to know people over a period of time, but I understand if stuff goes to a head, right? You definitely got the body language, right? You look at people's body language and their intent. Why did they start talking to you? Is it for financial gain or y'all just really connected? You know what I'm saying? And then you got to pay attention to who's trying to connect to you because a lot of people have this old personal agenda. So that means you can't be friendly. And some people say, man, you always taking life serious. Why not? Why not? As old as I am, who got time for games? So yeah, so you got to pay attention to answer that question. You got to pay or to elaborate on what you said about your circle. Everybody that smile ain't friendly. You get them salespeople to knock on your door, right? And they try to push a product. Boy, they got all smiles until you tell them, no, no soliciting. No, we don't want that. They keep trying like they didn't hear the word no. So these same people is going to be, when things go bad, if things go bad, right? You got to say that. Allegedly, how things are looking bad, right? You can't be too hard on people. You know why? Because I had this thought, man, being a certain way, and I'm gonna say it again. Being a certain way in life, I never been a friendly dude, right? But when it comes down to something like that, everybody is not built like you, right? So you gotta have some compassion, but still be watching what's everybody's agenda. A lot of people just like free handouts and look at me. But when internet go down and it's just you and your neighbors, and you can't turn down everybody, because guess what? If they know you haven't been outside in a week, they know you stockpile. So what's stopping them from ridding your house with what they got to do and come in and get it when you're gone? So if you plan on living this, what's about to happen, allegedly, you got to pick your battles. You can't win every battle. But the thing that I'm really feeling like a lot of youngsters, and when I say youngsters, anybody younger than me, and that's sad because I'm up there, right? So to change my whole, can y'all still hear me? Because I seen something flicker. Okay. Okay, appreciate you. Oh yeah, that's guaranteed. That is guaranteed. I didn't have some slick comments like, man, this is where I'm coming, and blase, if things go down. And I already got myself aware, man, say, man, y'all come correct, though, because I ain't going to miss a step. But it's funny. It's funny I said that 15 years ago. And as time progressed, we're getting older, right? We're getting older, and these youngsters that seen enough, they getting just of that age that I was when I said what I said. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to pick your words. Yeah. That's, a lot of people. Am I still buffing? Because I don't even want to be buffing. I probably got to move in a different spot. There's a lot of people, man. But you can't call it. If it's destined for you to survive through this whatever, they survived back in the day when it was really depression. They waiting in soup lines and stuff. It ain't the end of the world, but they ain't got all this artillery like everybody got on these streets. You know what I'm saying? They didn't have no drones, or did they? You know what I'm saying? It wasn't public knowledge. So you don't know how it's going to go. So I wouldn't overwhelm myself on that matter, because you already know. Honestly, I think everything is going to work out the way it's supposed to work out, and people going to connect who they supposed to connect to. It's a timing thing. Only thing I'm saying is be in the right place at the right time type thing. You ever heard that? Like, you got that job and it was a good paying job, but you knew about it. You didn't get the job. Let me stop. You didn't get the job, but you was going out for it, but somebody got there a day before. So you didn't get that job. It's about timing. You know, it don't matter. Like, say, for instance, you in your car. All your, bug in stuff is at the house. You know, if that car stop, how long it'll take you to make it back to your house? You know what you're going to have to go through to get back home? You know, this drive right now that we do, well, I can get home in about. This is what you need to ask yourself. If I work way on the other side of town, how long would it take me to get back home? Well, it's going to take, if it takes me an hour, let's just say an hour. An hour probably take, I don't know, a month? It ain't going to be a goddamn week because you got to rest and you got to watch all the havoc that's going on a day-to-day basis, what you got to travel, go through the hoods that you might have to delay in, but straight shot, it'll take a little while for an hour trip in a car to get back to your residence. So that's why I'm saying you don't know. You can plan everything, but the timing is going to be everything. Yeah, as long as you do something. I just, when I say I'm disappointed at what I see, but that's what they want me to see on Tubin. They want me to see people who, I don't know really what they doing. It might be a mirage or something, you know what I'm saying? A facade that they slow like that they really ain't preparing like that. But they doing all the preparing. They doing all the prepping. But I ain't gonna hold y'all. I'm gonna let you go. I'm gonna keep the show respectful. Appreciate everybody that came in, everybody that's coming in, dealing with the time. Life goes on. You know what I'm saying? Everybody ain't gonna be able to make it every day. I salute if y'all just go back, hit the like button when y'all view the video, and leave a comment. What else do y'all want to talk about? And I could do some research to make everything better for us. Man, this dude just came out this. What is he, a cop? This dude a cop. He come out of Dennis place, bulletproof vest and a gun belt. They got security at the dentist office. God dang, he taking the vest off right now. See, that's what I'm saying. You never know who's watching. I bet he don't know I'm watching him. But one thing you learn in the jungle that I came from, just growing up in life, there's always somebody watching. But anyway, yeah, I wish y'all well. You're welcome. I wish y'all well. Have a good night, man. Stay, pray. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully the same time tomorrow. This your boy Slugger. And we're going to go out with a song.
Whoa, yeah, say everybody come on. Whoa, yeah, say everybody come on. This ain't what you want, this ain't what you want. Whoa, this ain't what you want, this ain't what you want. Nah, this ain't what you want, this ain't what you want. Whoa, this ain't what you want, this ain't what you want. No, this ain't what you want, this ain't what you want. Well, this ain't what you want, this ain't what you want. This ain't what you want, what you want. This ain't what you want, this ain't what you want. My nigga, this ain't what you want, boy, there's some problems over here. If you need some help with your, we will solve them over here. We ain't evaporate, make them dissolve over here. We don't need no vote to get resolved over here. It's ready in the train, but we go hard up over here. You say you ready over there, blow my guard up over here. I got a school of motherfucker like some cars up over here. And we do this every day cause it's our job over here. We brawling over here, but we ain't starving over here. I get daily every report like we got Marvin over here. I got last standing Mexican who be carving over here. Oh, by the way, your girl, she like me and she jogging over here. Don't you come with all that petty, we brawling over here. I put my mama on the 20s, cookie crawling over here. Ain't no slacking, ain't no shit, ain't no stalling over here. With ATM and underdog, we hauling over here. Nigga, this ain't what you want, this ain't what you want. This ain't what you want, this ain't what you want. Nah, this ain't what you want, this ain't what you want. This ain't what you want, this ain't what you want. No, this ain't what you want, this ain't what you want. This ain't what you want, this ain't what you want. This ain't what you want, what you want. This ain't what you want, this ain't what you want. Now ain't no way you ever see me slaving over you, my unity and loyalty. I done gave it unto you for real, my nigga. Please hold me, pay me what is due. If you want, then why you fucking with me? Stay about my suit. Please believe I will achieve with these blessings I receive. One day maybe you will see. One day maybe you will be. One day maybe we can meet. One day maybe you can see. One day maybe you can eat. Until then you won't retreat. Now don't repeat another word from what that whole nigga done said. If you do, flip my switch. Watch me go across your head, but I won't trip. I flip this bitch. Watch her go across the bed. This shit repetitive. Baby like a book already written. Now that is true. Plus it's church. I make it sting and plus it hurt. You ladies see me, I made a flirt. But I ain't worried about a skirt. Boy, I'm worried about this work. And if you got it, nigga, flaunt it. Chances after chances, nigga, you ain't really want it. Well, this ain't what you want. This ain't what you want. Well, this ain't what you want. This ain't what you want. Nah, this ain't what you want. This ain't what you want. Well, this ain't what you want. This ain't what you want. No, this ain't what you want. This ain't what you want. Well, this ain't what you want. This ain't what you want. No, this ain't what you want. This ain't what you want. Well, this ain't what you want. This ain't what you want.
Ain't what grew me to pen, what schooled me. Leader from the start, so y'all niggas already know me. So try running game on the real G. Without you packing the heat, y'all niggas can't see me. From the city where you know them G's don't play that. Organized dishes marked up with the toe tag. Throw away stub up on the fucking flow, man. Pushed out, hurt, smoking, cow shot. Yes, it's going eyes, jumping fingers, twisting chest move. Marathon running, dress cool as a motherfucker. Drake 5-7, tuck tight, hood pass out good. Checking is mandatory, get caught leaking in my neighborhood. Family over here, do you hear a nigga speaking? Knuckle game tight, flow to the left, not the right. Speed, boxing out of lab, penitentiary rules and fat. Jets came in, hoes get checked, nigga.
This ain't what you want. This ain't what you want. Well, this ain't what you want. This ain't what you want. Nah, this ain't what you want. This ain't what you want. Well, this ain't what you want. This ain't what you want. No, this ain't what you want. This ain't what you want. Well, this ain't what you want. This ain't what you want. This ain't what you want. What you want. Well, this ain't what you want. This ain't what you want. Whoa.
Appreciate everybody coming in today. 3:30 tomorrow or 3:40. Right there in that time, man. Appreciate everybody coming in, showing support. Hey, man, we got other things to talk about. Let's get it.